Hi, my name is Amanda Kruger, and this is my presentation on virtual museums and tours. So, what is a virtual museum? A virtual museum is a museum that houses collections in digital form and exhibits them via the internet. They also refer to a broad range of websites from a simple personal website and portal site, a collection of links to museums and galleries, to a full-scale website that has all the functions of a museum. And there are some that only exist in the virtual environment. They also can house digitally produced collections such as music, moving images, and images and documents. And unlike a physical museum, a virtual museum can be open 24/7 and can host visitors from across the world. So what is VR and what is AR? So VR is virtual reality, and it uses a computer to create a simulated environment so that the users are actually within that world. AR, which stands for augmented reality, overlays computer-generated images and videos on a real-time environment by using markers such as movement, barcode, physical objects that act as a trigger, which I will be going into further detail and show related videos to both AR and VR later in this presentation. So here are some headsets that are generally used in virtual reality. The Google Cardboard is the most simple. You just drop your phone in and you go. An advanced version to this would be the Samsung Gear VR or Google Daydream. There are VR headsets that are connected to a computer, and these include the ones like the Oculus Rift or the HTC Vive. So these particular ones have a higher frame rate and higher resolution, so they are of better quality. And there are some websites that you can use on your phone or computer without a headset, but you won't be able to see in 3D or interact as fully in most VR worlds. So for an example, I can go view a virtual museum tour without the use of these headsets. So here is an example of a simple tour. It is a 360-degree photo. So on the computer, you can just click and drag around to view, and it also includes some information. These particular 360 photos you can view within a headset. You can see the icon right here to view in the VR. So basically so for the Google Cardboard, you would stick your phone in and bring it up to your eyes, and you can view and turn around, and it will actually move with you. This is a simple concept, but for someone who may not have the funds to provide headsets, this is a simple way to include it into your lesson plan. All right, next is a website that I found useful. It is called Virtual I Teach. And this website included multiple resources such as articles and links to museum tours, which the video that I presented in the previous slide was actually found on their list of great museum tours. And I also found an article called Using Within the Classroom, and it presented a film platform within that works on any device. The platform is also free, so it's great for a budget-friendly school. They provide 360-degree films that include content such as climate change, war, politics, and many more. And an added plus is that they're always adding new content. Another interesting concept found was the AR/VR theory. This particular model was produced by Steve Bambury in March of 2017. It details the various depths of VR and how they can be harnessed in the classrooms. It is a 4-step. You have perception, stimulation, interaction, immersion. He developed this to be able to categorize and differentiate between the different virtual reality experiences that are available to students and educators. Here we have Google Expeditions. Google Expeditions is an education app that allows teachers and students to explore the world through over 800 virtual reality and 100 AR tours. For teachers, an expedition kit is more ideal, while for solo expeditions, downloading the app to a compatible device is just enough. There are resources available. There is a Google Education Training Center, and there are uploaded lesson plans dealing with expeditions. Here we have a VR tour using the Google Expeditions, and here is a video.
My name is Lance Tiesling. I'm in middle school in Eagle Grove, Iowa. Eagle Grove is not a very tall place. It's actually very flat. This is the tallest building on Main Street. It is about 50 feet tall. When I grew up, I want to be an architect and design skyscrapers. Yesterday at school, we went on a class trip, but this was not a normal trip with buses. This was something very different. The very first expedition we went on was to the Burj Khalifa.
Go ahead and grab 2 hands and put them up to your face.
It's so tall.
Here, we're going to go to the 153rd floor.
All right, next is the AR tours using the Google Expeditions. This is more of, like you can tell in the picture, where you can kind of see the object in front of you that's actually not in front of you. So here is a video of AR being used in a classroom.
All right, who wants to see a volcano? 3, 2, 1. Wow! Look at that lava, look at that smoke coming out of that.
Pretend you're an airplane and fly over the tornado.
That's the top of it. What do you see?
Either asteroid, meteorite.
We're learning about DNA and genes, things that we can't see. And so the most exciting thing for me with the AR technology was that I could see kids get an aha moment that I couldn't get by just telling them about it.
The minute I saw it pop up on the screen, it made me want to get up and walk to it.
We actually get to turn around and look at things from all angles, so it gave us a nice perspective.
See if you can figure out what that might be based on what you know about the respiratory system.
I got to see where the alveoli branched off, and I could look inside them and see how everything worked, which I never saw before, and it was really, really cool.
All right, here is Class VR, which is another source that can be used within the classroom. It is a standalone headset, meaning that no mobile device is needed. It includes a portable storage and charging case that can hold up to 8 headsets. There are lesson plans that are available that can be searched by subject, topic, or even by keyword. You could also create your very own custom playlist to deliver the content to your students more quickly. And also, you're able to create your very own VR experiences to be used. All right, here are some benefits. I found in the article titled How AR and VR Will Revolutionize the Classroom mentions that the use of virtual field trips will keep students engaged, improve their motor skills, along with enhancing their imaginative play and thinking. It is also a perfect way to help students put themselves in another's shoes. These are also not just limited to the classroom. These apps can be used on a physical class trip. An example of an interactive lesson can be students within a history class can be transported to ancient Egypt to see how they actually lived. Or a student in a biology class can hold their phone over an image of the heart over the heart in a textbook and be able to see the heart move. While there are a few cons, such as price, accessibility, and content, price and accessibility seems to be the largest because some schools may not be able to provide, and the content is there's a chance of it not having high quality, or the content is not actually made for educational purposes. Here is my bibliography page. Here is my reflection paper. Basically, I mention a few advices that I found on how to present these in my class, and I think the benefits definitely outweigh the cons. And thank you very much for listening.